Hey everybody, how's it going? Welcome to another MAMJ Let's Play of Steins. When we left off, we met the manager of the Braun, I think it was, shop, and now there's this girl here who wants to work. I don't know what's happening. The last episode was crazy. We had a guy who looked a little bit like a girl, and then we had a crazy lecture about like traveling through time. So, let's see what this episode has in store for us.
この新規臭くておしゃれ感ゼロで繁盛もしておらず無才おっさんが店長のブラウン管工房にバイト希望だというのか
He will break your TV.
おめえ来月から2階の家賃1000円増しな
俺は事実を言ったまでですよもっとも部外者が口を出す問題ではないが
Exactly.
しかしブラウン管工房がバイトを募集していたとはなこの暇さではその必要性を全く感じないのだが
Still digging that hole there, buddy.
ああ、それは私が電話で無理って頼んだんです。
The girl looks a little embarrassed.
最初は断られたんだけどさ、店長さんにどうしてもお願いしますって。
That's honestly surprising.
今時珍しい若者がいたもんだよな。ま、そこの椅子に座んな、お嬢ちゃん。
失礼します。
Looks like they're gonna have a formal interview. I was gonna leave, but since Mr. Braun hasn't kicked me out, I'll stick around for a bit longer. That's weird, you shouldn't do that. The girl's expression is stiff. I guess she's nervous. Just because of a part-time job interview? In contrast to how she said she wouldn't take no for an answer, she doesn't seem so enthusiastic.
で、名前は何だって？
天音鈴葉です。
年は
18。
Same as me.
学生？
She shakes her head.
なんでうちで働きたいんだ？
ブラウン管が好きだから。
Okay.
採用。明日から来い。
What the crap just happened? I wish job interviews were that easy. I just wish they were that easy.
それでいいのかというかこれはコントかもしかして仕込みか
ありがとう、店長さん。
Finally, Amane Suzuha seems to relax. Then, she looks at me.
ところでさ、君は誰？
俺のな聞きたいというのかいややめておけそれを知ることでお前にも最悪が降りかかるかもしれない
Really?
これまでも多くの人が俺の名を知ったことで機関に狙われたアメリカのサライタリアのクラウディアフランスのシモン誰かを危険な目に遭わせるわけには
Maybe I should be him for Halloween. Just like, what are you dressed as? I can't tell you. Because if I told you, you would be in danger.
おい、アホな妄想してんじゃねえよ。
He just doesn't understand my pain.
このバカ男は2階に曲がりしてる岡部倫太郎ってんだ。
岡部ではない俺は法院
うるせえ家賃さらに1000円上乗せするぞ
岡部倫太郎だ
So 1,000 yen is like $10. It's really not that much. But that's what he's threatening with, so hey, whatever. The girl stands up, places her hand on my shoulder, and looks at me with a serious expression.
君を狙ってるその期間ってのが何なのかはわかんないけど、もし困ってんなら私に相談して。岡部倫太郎、そういうの慣れてるからさ。
You're used to it?
は
Weird. Stuff like what?
場合によっては手段を選ばず痛めつけてやることも可能だし。
Well, that's wonderful to know.
Mr. Brown 彼女は採用しない方がいいと思う
Mr. Brown.
ああ、物騒だな。騒ぎ起こしたらクビにするからな。
Uh-oh.
そもそもその期間なんたらは岡部の創作だから本気にすんな。
創作？
せいぜいそう思ってるがいいさ
But someday, the world will kneel before me. Or something like that. And then Amane Suzuha stares straight at me again. Maybe she has a habit of looking people in the eye.
そういうのが流行ってんだ。勉強になったよ。
Trend? I don't think so. I'm just socially outcast and have no idea what to do with my feelings.
That's it.
I was at a university all morning. As I returned to Akiba, the heat is now becoming unbearable. I grab a nice coffee at the bakery inside Yodobashi to quench my thirst. While I'm at it, I guess I'll check @channel on my phone. I mostly frequent the occult board, the future technology board, and sometimes the physics board. I search for threads of mass disappearance phenomenon or Makise Kurisu stabbing, but turn up nothing. So, those were hallucinations after all? Also, does this say I have a new mail? It didn't ring. Rukako. Are you really okay with yesterday's exorcism? I feel like a more traditional ceremony would have been better. I'm worried something might happen to you because my exorcism wasn't strong enough. It bothers me so much I can't sleep at night. P.S. Because of that, I couldn't do more than 3 practice swings with Sami Dare. Can I respond to it? No? You just read it. He's so concerned. I'm sorry. Okay. Can you call anybody whenever? Or no? Yeah, I can't do it. Okay, whatever. When I peek at the occult board, I find posts in multiple threads from someone claiming to be John Titor. Wait, John Titor's back? John Titor appeared to be on an American BBS 10 years ago, claiming to be a time traveler. He claimed to have traveled from the year 2036 in order to obtain an old computer, the IBM 5100. His claim started quite a storm among BBS denizens. Titor also made several accurate, if fragmentary, predictions of future events. The start of the Iraq War, the spread of Creutzfeldt-Jakob disease, for example. To prove he was from the future, he explained the principles behind his time machine and provided pictures of its operation manual. But after about 4 months, he disappeared without ever revealing his identity. At one point, his predictions gained popularity, even in Japan. Yes, he certainly did get some things right. But, on the other hand, he missed several others. Some of his posts contradicted each other too. That's why, to this day, most people doubt his authenticity is a word, as a time traveler. So after 10 years of silence, that same John Titor is now on a Japanese BBS? Ridiculous. It's obviously a troll. First of all, John Titor is American, yet now he's posting on @channel in Japanese? Let's take a look at his posts. Let's see. I don't expect you to believe I came for the year 2036. I see that everyone would like to know more about my time machine. Time travel technology was developed by CERN. They completed the first time machine in 2034. Time traveler, LOL. John Titor, LOL. More details of the time machine. Do they sell time machines? Oh, how much do they cost? I've got about 100 million yen saved. Can you send me one? CERN has a monopoly on time machines. Not even the most powerful nations on Earth can acquire one, to say nothing of private citizens. CERN used their time machine for power. By 2036, the world become a dystopia. There is no war, no conflict. However, this is a false peace founded on complete eradication of liberty. What does LOL mean? Why did you come this time? What was the Akiba satellite crash you're doing? Wait, guys. Titor-san doesn't understand @channel lingo. Let's keep it simple, okay? If you know what I mean. Get a trip code, a-hole. Okay, then. I came here to change my present. In other words, your future. My mission is to destroy CERN's dystopia and restore freedom to the world. This is a powerful time you're living in. Everyone is free. But you will lose it in 20 short years. It is vitally important that you understand what the future has in store. What is the trip code? I might get one if you tell me what it is. You said only CERN has time machines. You have a time machine. That must mean you're working for CERN. Therefore, your goal can't be to destroy CERN's dystopia. You're a fraud. What's a dystopia? How can CERN take over the world in just 20 years? Looking at the Middle East, you've been reading too much manga if you think you can get those guys to stop killing each other. Who asked you to change the future? Are you trying to play God? If they're promising world peace, then I, for one, welcome our new CERN overlords. Good God, this is long. Okay. My time machine is a prototype reverse engineered from stolen CERN technology. Compared to their time machine, its capabilities are quite limited. In 2036, the world is ruled by a single all-powerful governing body. They control every aspect of our lives, deciding what we will eat. Sorry, like in my head, I know I shouldn't be pulling parallels to like games I've already played, but like Danganronpa, like the world went to crap in a few short years, and they have organizations and people, but obviously this is completely different. That would blow my mind if they like tied these two together, but they won't, and that's okay. Alright, they control every aspect of our lives, deciding what we will eat, where we will live, and whom we will marry. There's no privacy and no choice. Anyone who dares to oppose them is eliminated. There are no trials. In movies and stuff, small changes to the past cause huge changes in the future. You've already changed the present by coming here. What happens if you make unexpected changes to the future? Implying CERN rules the world. Do you even know what CERN is? LOL. OP is a troll. So if we find his dad and kill him, that will make this time traveler LMAO will never be born, and we will have to listen to his BS. Am I right? I want to know if you can meet your past self. Can you have self-cessed? Yep, this is the internet, alright. You're talking about the so-called grandfather paradox that has been debunked. This world line has a divergence of 0.571024% compared to the world line I came from. Killing my father would alter divergence, creating a world line where my father is dead. However, it would not erase this world line. I would go on existing. CERN is a particle physics research institution that hasn't changed until 2036. It is possible to meet your past self. The prevailing theory in my time is that nothing would happen. I, however, haven't met my past self. If you're really a time traveler, then effing prove it. Post Time Machine Pics or GTFO. The many worlds interpretation? Whoa, slow down, bro. Research institution taking over the world. LOL what? So much reading on these message boards. Okay. I do not feel the need to prove what I am what I say I am. I only posting these messages on the whim. My mission comes first. What other world lines can you meet yourself in another world line, and what happens if you do? Late reply. A trip code is a way to identify posters. Put hashtag password after your name. LOL backpedaling. World lines are like an infinite number of rivers flowing in a parallel. Along the way, they are constantly branching out into new world lines. This is called divergence. For example, whether or not you post on this message board has practically no effect on this world line's divergence. But if you are murdered, let's say, then the divergence would change. However, that would only change about 0.000002% of that. A single human being's death is not terribly significant on the global scale. Wars, disasters, acts of terrorism, and other events that cause widespread deaths and destruction have a much greater impact on divergence. Thanks for telling me about trip codes. I'll make sure to use this one from now on. I'm starting to get tired, so let's pick up again tomorrow. It's been fun talking to everybody. Looks like they've already made an archive of these threads. Of course, there have been sites dedicated to John Titor for years now. This post closely resembles what the original Titor wrote 10 years ago. I've read one of the books on Titor, that's how I know. This new John Titor is clearly an imposter. There are many John Titor fanatics on @channel. He's not exactly a household name in Japan, but I doubt anyone would fall for this level of trolling. As I continue to read, however, I find the response to the opposite of what I expected. Everyone is accepting this time traveler as if this were his first appearance. Nobody has even mentioned his appearance 10 years ago. Really? Finding this strange, I try posting a retort, but everyone ignores me. What the hell? You can figure this out and do a little research, people. There's the original John Titor thread archived in English and plenty of Titor blogs in Japanese. I entered John Titor's name into a search engine, but 12 matches. Wait, only 12? Moreover, all 12 are about the current Titor's postings on that channel. I can't find a single trace of Titor from 10 years ago. Bizarre. This just can't be. I searched for information on Titor a few years ago. Back then, I got tens of thousands of hits. Is this search engine filtered? I tried searching on another site just to make sure, but it gives me the same result. What is this madness? It feels like I've stumbled into another plane of reality. Could this be another of the organization's conspiracies? These past 2 days, I've been surrounded by nothing but chaos and confusion. I'll call Daru. He'll know about Titor for sure. After all, I talked to him about Titor before. I only vaguely remember the details of that conversation, but I'm positive the conversation happened. By the time I dig my phone out of my bag, I no longer feel like making the call. Instead, I send him an email on the way back to the lab. He replies with his location. By May Queen, he means May Queen plus Nyan, a maid cafe. Oh, Nyan squared. Oh, I'm so sorry. That is a regular there. Apparently, 3D cat maids are his thing too. May Queen NyanNyan is only a 3-minute walk from the lab. Coming from Kuramebashidori, take a left at Tsumakiyosaka Crossing and you'll find it. Are these actual directions to places? I wonder. That's where I'm headed now. It's usually busy in Akiba district during the summer break, but now it's even busier because of the Rarikan incident. The area was blocked off yesterday, but it doesn't look like they could keep the main road closed for 2 days straight. I haven't seen a single police officer today. The Rarikan building still seems as off limits. The entrance shutters are closed shut and sealed with yellow police tape.
謎の人工衛星墜落から一夜明けた秋葉原です。警察による規制は解除され、駅前にはものすごい数の人が集まっています。墜落した人工衛星がどこの国のものなのかについては現在も調査中とのことで、詳しいことがわかるまで撤去ができない状態です。警察の発表によりますと、爆発などの危険は今のところないということですが、秋葉原を訪れた買い物客や地元商店街の関係者からは不安の声が上がっています。
I mean, yeah, there's a giant satellite embedded into the side of a building. What if it falls off? The media has dozens of cameras set up outside the police line. And there are nearly twice as many onlookers as reporters, enough to fill the entire street with people. Everyone's aiming their phone cameras at the satellite-like object. So many people. Living in Akiba, you get used to crowds and big events, but the gathering of this size is unusual. I wonder when they're going to get rid of that thing. I hope it doesn't explode or something. They've been letting people back into the area, so I guess there's no danger. Still, considering its unknown origin, I'm surprised there isn't more security. Today, like always, otaku are shopping for doujinshi, import games, electronics, or whatever strikes their fancy. Aside from the scene at Rarikan, it's the same as any other day. But I still don't understand what I saw yesterday. I've half accepted that the mass disappearance was just my imagination. Maybe I've become unable to distinguish reality from fantasy, like the media likes to say about teenagers these days. Oh, kids these days. With that thought in mind, I returned my gaze to the street. And there, in front of me, stands a woman holding her phone in front of her face. She took a picture. Her phone was clearly pointed at me. I tried to cover my face, but not quickly enough. I turned around just to make sure that she wasn't pointing at someone behind me, but that doesn't seem to be the case. She's still staring at her phone. Without even glancing at me, she turns around and points her phone at some other pedestrians. Maybe she's just taking photos of everyone at the scene, and not just me. But still, I need to have a word with her. The organization's after me, so I can't risk that photo getting out.
Wait.
English? She doesn't turn around. Is she so engrossed in her photography that she doesn't even notice me? Or did she not catch my magnificent native level English?
ジョー、そこで携帯カメラを使っているあなた、待ってください。
She turns back, finally noticing me. And of course, her phone turns with her.
よせ、通るんじゃない。まさか機関の差し金か。
She completely ignores my objection. And then she goes back to looking at her phone.
質問に答えてもらいたいんですがね。あなたは機関の人間か。
If she is, then I may have to look. I may have to take suitable measures.
違うのか。 違うとしても問題がありますよ。俺の写真を持っていると機関に知られれば、あなたにも奴らの魔の手が伸びるかもしれない。とにかく今撮った俺の写真を即刻削除してほしい。
Is she even listening?
謝る。
Oh, okay. Wow, she finally speaks. Just a whisper, but it's something.
不快にさせたなら。
She lowers her head slightly in a bow. Or at least, I think it's a bow. She's been looking down all the time, so I can't really tell.
謝るより先に写真を削除してほしいわけだから。
風景撮ってた。
Her fingers dance across her phone's keys with impressive speed, exactly the opposite of her annoyingly slow speech pattern.
風景を撮っていた？観光客？
Or is she one of the people who came to see the satellite? In that case, why did she take a picture of me? She shakes her head without looking at me.
証明。自分が今日どこを歩いたか。
Also, I love in the bottom, like, usually gives you the name of the person, and it says, Lady ignoring me and apparently sightseeing in Akihabara. That is fantastic.
変なやつだな。
桐生萌か。
Huh?
名前。
I guess she's introducing herself. That's nice, but I just want her to delete that photo.
聞きたいことがある。いい？
それより写真を。
都市伝説。秋葉原の。知らない？
An urban legend? What is she talking about? Don't tell me. There's a brilliant but insane mad scientist said to be lurking in Akihabara. And now, that brilliant but insane mad scientist is the target of every assassin in the underworld. Dude, no.
長く言い過ぎたのかもしれん。
No.
だが、そろそろ潮時か。
幻のレトロ PC。
What?
レトロ PC？
She replies with a nod, or something like a nod.
秋葉原のどこかにあるらしくて。
そうか。
Nothing about a mad scientist. I'm relieved, but also disappointed. At any rate, this is the first I've heard about a Phantom Retro PC.
幻のレトロ PC というと、キュッパチあたりか？
That's the first model that comes to mind. But are 98s really that hard to find? She shakes her head slightly, or something like a shake.
いいえ。これ。
She turns her phone towards me. The screen shows an oddly shaped computer. It's hard to tell since the picture's monochrome, but it looks like some kind of PC. Ugh, my voice. It looks kind of familiar.
IBN 5100。
An IBN 5100.
ジョン・タイターが手に入れようとした PC か。
Her fingers twitch, I think.
見たことは？
ない。名前を知ってるぐらいだ。
Coincidence?
これ
No.
シュタインズゲートの選択かもしれん。
詳しい人知らない？
ダルならば詳しく知っているかもな。
Maybe this is John Titor. It could be, you know, Joan or Johanna. I don't know.
そいつは俺のマイフェイバリットライトアームであるスーパーハッカーでな。MI6 の中枢にすらハッキングできる実力の持ち主なのだ。
I'm sorry, how many right arms do you have? If he's your favorite. Just wondering, do you have like 3 of them? The MI6 part is a slight exaggeration. If that ever did happen, Men in Black would break down the door and take us away. But the super hacker part, is true. The depth of his computer knowledge is uncanny. Speaking of Daru, I'm supposed to meet him at May Queen plus NyanNyan. I don't have time to stay in a chat with some crazy lady I don't know.
では俺は行く。女よ。メディアスクラムもほどほどにな。
I try to make a smooth exit, one-liner and everything, but she grabs my sleeve before I can disappear into the crowd.
何をする
He's like, stop!
メルアド教えて。
Uh-oh.
何が狙いだ
スーパーハッカーの。
Oh, not yours. I guess she wants to hear Daru's story. It's my fault for mentioning him. Well, I'm meeting up with Daru, so why don't I just take her along? No, wait a second. This could be a devious trap. Maybe she's really a spy sent to kidnap Daru. I'm defenseless without him. My only other ally is Mayuri, whose skills amount to costume design.
断る今ダルを失うわけにはいかん
I slip past her and start walking faster. I glance back. She's following me. I pick up the pace, but she's still chasing me.
俺の後ろを歩くな
Unperturbed, she shows me her phone again. On the screen is a picture of me that she took.
ゲームまだ削除していなかったのか
教えてくれたら削除する。
Oh!
この俺を脅すとは貴様何者だ
I attempt to glare her into submission. But her eyes are already lowered. My glare is ineffective.
私は
She hesitates for a second.
アークリライトのバイト。
Arc rewrite?
なんだそれは
ヘンプロ秋葉原にある。
One of those companies that writes articles for magazines? Is this gloomy lady really fit for that kind of work?
貴様俺の写真を無断で記事にするつもりだな
The mad sciences of Akiba, unveiled! I can see the headlines now. That's all the organization will need to turn Akiba into a sea of blood. No, I must avoid that gruesome outcome at all costs. I have no choice.
交換条件に乗ろう
At any rate, as long as she has that photo, I have no idea of knowing how it might be used. I pull up my email address and show it to her. Looking back and forth from my phone to hers, she enters my info with terrifying speed.
そうかこの女能力者か
I dub her power Shining Finger. Her magical thumb types cursed emails at 255 characters per minute. Whoever receives one dies. She's done typing my address. It took all of 5 seconds.
名前は
法院京馬マッドサイエンティストだ
どう書くの？
フェニックスの法王に陰そして凶悪なる真実
Yeah, she's not gonna get that.
フェニックスの法王に陰そして凶悪なる真実だ
I repeat my perfect explanation. This is the origin of my true name. Explaining the end part of Hoin would take too long, so I left it out. She enters my name with her head tilted to the side. Oh, please butcher it.
こう
Please butcher it.
なんだこれはふざけるな
Hoin
バカ
yo.
にするつもりか
Hoing Yoma. Oh, awesome, awesome job. Wow. She lowers her head a little more and an apologetic bow, I guess.
ならば携帯を貸せ俺が入力してやる
Don't take her phone. She shakes her head, clutching her phone with both hands, as if to protect it from me. Like a spoiled child who can't let go of a toy, she shields it from me with all of her might. What does she think I'm gonna do to it? Her reaction's a little depressing. Anyway, she's obviously not gonna hand her phone over, so I ask her for her address instead. I'll send her a blank email. She told me her name a few minutes ago, but I forgot it already, so I enter it as Shining Finger. What am I doing standing here in the middle of the street? Let's hurry up and send her a blank email. I don't need to type anything. It's just to give her my name. I already put her in my contacts, so just send a blank email to Shining Finger. She frowns while looking at her own phone. And then she glances my way. I can feel those eyes clearly saying, hurry up. But I'm hesitant. I'm not sure if it's a good idea to give her my true name. But regardless of how long I hesitate, I don't think that she'll let me go until I send her the email. She sure is persistent. Looks like I have no choice but to send the email. Shining Finger has received a message. We exchange a few words and then I get away from her as fast as I can. Oh god, here we go. I open the door to the Queen NyanNyan Maid Cafe, and two familiar cat-eared girls greet me with smiles. One of them is Mayuri. Really? That's Mayuri? But here, she's called Mayushi NyanNyan. Since she works here, I stop by about twice a month. I guess that would make me a regular customer. Actually, I've never been to any other maid cafe. After bowing again, Mayuri gasps as if she thought of something. Yes, the name Okarin and the phrase Okairi, which means welcome back, does sound very similar. Whatever. Oh, I don't know if I can handle the cat puns. The other maid who came to greet me, Queen NyanNyan, her professional name of course, hits me with her trademark combo attacks of cute cat-like gestures. She's Queen NyanNyan's most popular maid. Even though she and Mayuri are about the same age, she looks and acts a bit younger. Daru frequents this cafe because he's got a crush on Ferris. He often reads her public blog while muttering, "Ferris, you're so cute," to himself. He's got it real bad. I keep telling him to choose either 2D or 3D, but he doesn't listen. I also have trouble dealing with this cat girl. She always finds a way to best me. Oh god. I don't know if I could ever go to a cafe like this. Like, I mean, I've never been to one, but it would be so weird. Like, everybody's... I don't know. If that's your preference, I guess that's cool too, but... it's just so awkward. Really? I said that a lot in this playthrough. She's just like him. What mentor? Ferris knows my true name, Honin Kyoma. I've also told her about the organization. And now, she's more into it than I am. She's always the one to bring up the subject whenever we meet. By the way, this is the first time I've heard of this secret technique or whatever it is. She's not letting it go. It'll take 30 minutes if I play along with her. And this is how they make their money. What am I doing with my life? Since when do you have a brother? And what the hell is this spirit conference anyway? Ferris looks at me with actual tears in her eyes. I falter, even though I know it's just one of her cutesy acts. Whenever I talk to her, I run out of comebacks, which is really unusual for me. And then she takes the initiative, leaving me with nothing to do but listen to her fantasies. I mean, come on! You can only take it so far. There's a very clear difference between her stories and mine. As anyone can see, I speak nothing but the truth, while Ferris has only delusions and a made-up backstory. I almost have to play along. That's why I feel like I could never best her.
なんかわからないけど、マユシもサンクチュアリっていうところに行きたいな。
Oh, my idiot. Great. Now look who's joined in. It's just gonna get worse from here. I have to end this conversation now.
来なくていい。この話はもう終わりだ。
Oh, poor my idiot.
今日はだけずるいにゃ。そうだよ。マユシもフェリスちゃんもダメなんてね。オカリンは冷たいと思うのです。
フェリスとは誰だ？
フェリスちゃんはフェリスちゃんだよ。ねえ。
Mighty and Ferris look at each other and smile. Is she talking about this Ferris? Is that her real name? Have I been mistaken this whole time? That's a disturbing thought.
あのね、マユシは言いにくいからフェリスちゃんって短くしてるんだ。
なんだそういうことか。
Oh.
なんだか女学院みたいで、それも悪くないにゃ。
Not too tabby, is it? Okay then. Moving on.
いいからさっさと案内してくれ。俺はいつまでここに立っていればいいんだ。
ごめんなさいにゃ。ご主人様、ご案内にゃ。マユシ、ご案内よろしくにゃんにゃ。任せてにゃんにゃ。
If you hadn't noticed, the cat ear maids here are Maid Queen. Yeah, they're required to add cat sounds, nyas and nyans to words with some frequency. Yeah, I did. Mighty takes my hand and leads me inside. Apparently, Queen NyanNyan is the only one who leads customers by the hand like this. It probably comes naturally to her. She doesn't even realize this effect she has on her customers, and that's why she's second to Ferris in popularity at this maid cafe. She guides me to Daru's table. The tables are about 60% full. Among Akiba's maid cafes, Queen NyanNyan's popularity is solid, but not booming. Considering what Ferris and the others are wearing, it's more like a cosplay cafe than a maid cafe. Furthermore, the cat ears and NyanNyan dialect makes it less accessible to low-level otaku and first-timers. On the other hand, those same cat ears are a topic of heated debate among die-hard maid cafe fans. Maids don't have cat ears. Cat ears plus maid equals double the moe. These two viewpoints clash. This place is one of the older maid cafes in Akihabara, but it doesn't get much media exposure. Maybe that's what makes it more comfortable than most. At least, that's what Daru says. He talks about this stuff so much that it's been burned into my synapses.
ダルくん、オカリンが来たにゃ。
遅すぎでしょマジで。
Yeah, we got caught up. Daru sits in front of me but doesn't look my way. He looks upset for some reason.
それで今フェイリスタンと何を話していたか。
Oh my god, seriously? Stop with the jealousy.
聞きたいのか？どうせ誰には理解できない話だと思うが。
Hell, even I didn't get most of it.
ああ、そっち系の話か。フェイリスタンとオカリンの会話は普通のオタじゃついていけない領域に達してるよな。オーラみたいなものが出てるっつうの？二人だけの固有結界張り上がって許さない。絶対にだ。
フェリスちゃんもオカリンのこと気に入ってるみたいだにゃ。
Oh, I doubt it.
お店の子、お店に来るご主人様たち、みんな含めてフェリスちゃんのお話についていけるのはね、オカリンだけだもんにゃ。
Then she is off in her own stratosphere, to say the least. I'm not even close to keeping up with her.
そんなオカリンに嫉妬。なんという勝ち組。
嘘で塗り固めた女になる興味はない。
What about Mairi?
今日のお前が言うなすれはここですか。
黙れ浮気野郎めが。二次元の嫁が泣いているぞ。
Ugh.
ぐはー、痛いところ疲れたっす。
Daru theatrically grabs his chest and falls onto the table. I sip from one of the glasses of water that Mairi brought to our table.
で、ご主人様、ご注文はお決まりですかにゃ？
オムライス、それとホットコーヒー、ブラックで。
かしこまりましにゃんにゃん。
I like the Tituru more. After taking my order, Mairi finds her way towards the counter as if swimming between rows of tables. I hope she doesn't trip.
で、僕になんか用事だった？
Daru asks without getting up from the table. He's just like face down, like, do you need anything else? That's right. In my confrontations with Shining Finger and Cat Girl, I almost forgot my original objective. Oh my
あと1
god.
時間ぐらいしたらラボに行くつもりだったんだけど。
内密で緊急の話があるのだ。
I leaned on the table and scanned the area without moving my head.
ジョン・タイターは知っているよ
ジョン・タイター？誰？
な。アメリカに10年ほど前に現れた自称未来人だ。お前とは以前こいつの話題をしたはずだぞ。
またオカリンのいつもの設定？
This is bad.
設定とか言うな。俺が話すことは全て真実だ。
ああ、めんどくせえ。じゃあ付き合ってやるけどさ、そのタイターってやつが未来人だっていうソースは？
待て、なんでそんな初耳のような言い方をする？
事実初耳だから。
忘れたわけではなく？
自信はないけど。
日本でもそいつに関する本が出ている。
その本を見せてくれたら思い出せるかも。
本当に何も知らないのか？
人の記憶力なんて結構曖昧なもんしょ。デジタルと違ってさ。
True? This is wrong. I remember talking to Daru about John Titor back in high school. It was only idle talk, so it's possible that Daru forgot about it. Daru is quite the internet addict, but the internet lets you choose what information you want to see. There's no guarantee Daru looked up info on John Titor. If he had, I doubt he would have forgotten so completely. Is it that my memories are mistaken, or everyone else's?
だったら IBN5100 については？
へえ、オカリンがそんな PC を知ってるなんてね。やるじゃん。
知っているんだな。
IBN が1975年に発売したモデルっしょ。
Right. That's what John Titor said on @channel. He traveled to 1975 first, obtained an IBM 5100, then leaped to 1998.
どんな PC なんだ？
値段高すぎの PC だな。黎明期だったからすげえ高くて、個人には手が出せなかったらしい。IBN の独自技術が詰まった、その当時にしては結構優秀な PC だったんだけどね。IBN は6年後の1981年に IBN-PC っていう大ヒットシリーズを発売してて、そっちの方が有名なわけ。つうか僕も IBN5100 の知識はネットのウィキを見たことがあるぐらいだぞ。
それが現在の秋葉にあるという都市伝説を聞いたことは？
おうおう、あるある。1ヶ月前ぐらいにネットで話題になったな。
Really?
で、その噂を聞きつけたアットちゃんの有志が秋葉中のショップを探して回ったんだよ。フレパラのフレンドにゲジネって人がいるんだけど、その人が中心になってね。あの疾風陣雷のナイトハルトまで出張ってきたらしいけど、結局見つからなかったんだって。
じゃあ都市伝説はデマだったということか？
さあ知らねえ。秋葉にはアンダーグラウンドなショップがたくさんあるし、案外どっかの怪しいショップにひょっこり転がっててもおかしくないんじゃね？
True?
ふむ、なるほど。
My phone suddenly starts vibrating. It stops after about 3 seconds. 1, Oh, come on. I wanted it to be like the applause where they didn't stop until I went to the next part. Looks like I got mail. Shining Finger. Okabe-san, I mailed you as soon as I could. My name is Kiryu Moeka. I'm a 20-year-old freelance editor. I believe I mentioned I work part-time at Arc Rewrite, so sorry for taking your picture. It wasn't on purpose. I needed some shots of Akihabara for work and you just happened to be in one. Actually, to tell you the truth, I was hoping to sneak some shots of the satellite, LMAO. By the way, the picture I took was just a test, not the final shot. That's why I was using my phone. Even if you hadn't begged me to delete it, I wouldn't have posted it. So sorry. Anyway, this is really wordy. She didn't send this. Anyway, I should get to the point. I'm really sorry for asking like this, Okabe-kun, but it would be super great if you could ask your friend about the super hacker about the IBN 5100. I don't really know anything about computers, especially old computers. All I have to go on is that picture that I showed you. I'll attach the image. Be absolutely positive you'll reply, okay? I'll be waiting, and if you could, I'd be super happy if you gave me your super hacker friend's email address. I'll mail you again. It's okay to mail you again, right? Of course it is. By Moeka. Okay. Oh, come on. What's with this mail? Disregarding the weird timing. Is this really the gloomy, unsociable woman I met in front of Radikan? She's like a completely different person in this email. Does she have split personalities or something? Well, I got some info about the IBN 5100, so I guess I should give her a reply. But if I send an immediate reply to a woman I just met, won't that come off as clingy and desperate? I, Hoin Kyoma, will not be taken lightly. This is my chance to make her understand which one of us is a superior human being. And above all, I have yet to ascertain if she can be trusted. She might start harassing me if I reply the wrong way. And besides, she hasn't proven that she's not working for the organization. Nonetheless, it couldn't hurt to tell her what I learned from Daru. To discourage her, of course. Let's ignore it. This is out of kindness.
待たせたな、ダル。それで一つだけ確認したいんだが。
I scanned the area with my eyes once more. Then I lean in close.
IBN 5100は世界滅亡の引き金になるアイテムなんだな。
なんでだよ。引き金にはならないし世界滅亡もしないっつの。
にゃに世界滅亡しちゃうのかにゃ
Oh god. I can't. I'm gonna go ahead and end this episode here, because good lord, I don't know if I can stand Ferris for like another 10 minutes. Maybe she's an amazing person and she's really fun to be around, but I know it's gonna start and it's just not gonna stop. So I'm gonna leave this episode right here. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know if you enjoyed. I'll see you guys on next time, AMJ. Let's play. That's right. She was stabbed. Maybe she's just hiding her wounds. Let's freaking lift up her shirt while we're at it. This requires further investigation. It doesn't. It really doesn't. I grabbed the hem of her blouse and slowly lifted. Okari! No! That can be taken in so many different ways.